short enough for you? It's a little too much? You're good with that? Yeah? Today's lesson is called Quit While You're in It. Alright. Hold on the very tip this time. Not the tip. Here we go, here, one last. Now is not the time to distract the whipper.
So CD has been following this guy for years. Yeah.
Sounds good.
So 3, 2, 1, kick. That's the thing I have to measure respect rather than clap. Alright, so who are you and what do you do in general?
My name is Jacques Whipper. I perform at Renaissance festivals around the country. I do a whip act. You might have seen me on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all those places. I'm known for cracking whips and using them to make a beat to sing songs.
Cracking whips and cracking jokes.
A little bit. I mean, there's some stand-up comedy involved in it.
So I know I recently saw a TikTok where you used to be a news anchor. What changed that made you want to like go from a quote-unquote normal job to, you know, being a run fair performer?
Well, so for me, I grew up in the circus. So I've been performing since I was 6 years old. Learned how to crack whip when I was 7 years old. And I pretty much assumed that I was going to go into like the normal world. But then COVID happened, and I finally had a year where I wasn't performing. For a decade, I had been splitting time. Did my normal job during the week, went and did shows on the weekend. But I had a year where suddenly I didn't get to perform. And I was like, oh, I really missed this. And at the same time, when TikTok blew up, suddenly all these opportunities opened up. Places like the Colorado Renaissance Festival here reached out to me and asked me, I said, yeah, I can support myself doing this full time.
So nothing is like, I know you typically perform with someone named Cess Carney.
Yes. Well, no. Yes and no. Cess and I have different shows, but we do a combined show at the end of the day.
Okay. I just know I see a lot of your TikToks that are with Cess.
Yes.
So that's why I'm like kind of curious, like why he wasn't here for that.
He will be here in 2 weekends. He'll be here the 29th and the 30th.
So 29th, 30th. Damn, I think I'm working that. Okay, nothing. I know you also have at least 2 world records that I know of.
I've set 4 world records. 3 of them were the same world record. I've set 2 different world records. So I set a record for most targets hit with a whip in 1 minute. I did 7. I also did one where it was most bull whip cracks in 1 minute. I said that 3 times. Most recently in 2020, I did 298 cracks.
My question is then, what made you want to set a world record?
I wanted to do something different. I wanted to see. I wanted to try and push myself. I felt like it was a record that I could do if I trained enough. And it ended up being like, yeah, it took a lot of training, especially the last time I did it was just non-stop training. Basically, imagine me same frame but with an extra 10 or 15 pounds muscle, and that was what I had.
Yeah, I remember you saying on TikTok, I am never going to do this again. Do not ask me if someone breaks it. Good on them.
Good, yeah, good for them. Good for them, yeah.
But I think one of my next questions, I think a lot of people do know, because I know you've talked about a little bit on TikTok, you have, and whatnot, but just kind of getting off the feed. What made you start wanting to perform in the first place, especially with the whip?
It was just something that I think came naturally. My dad did a whip act when I was a kid, and so, you know, when I looked at all the skills that I could learn, I was like, all right, well, I don't want to do jumping. I don't want to do this. I was like, my dad does whips, Indiana Jones does whips, that's kind of cool, so I just kind of started doing that. I did a little bit of knife throwing as well. Basically, I wanted to learn, like, the dangerous skills. That was really what I was trying to do. And then, as I got older, I realized that there are a lot fewer whip crackers and whip throwers than there are, say, jumpers. It's a lot easier to jump over the whip. And so for me, doing a whip act allows me to set myself up.
Right, I know, like, even, I'm in Colorado native, I know you're from Pennsylvania.
I'm from all over the place.
Okay.
But I live in the Northeast.
Okay, I just remember you being somewhere in the East. But I do know, like, locally, there's not many whipbacks for the most part, and if there are, it's not one of their main things. Like what's her Tiny Girl Big Show?
Yeah.
She was constantly here. I'm sad to hear that she's not going to be good this year. But I don't know. Part of her thing is now she's involved in more whips.
Yep.
And stuff.
I was actually her first whip teacher.
That's impressive.
So we've known each other since 2013 or 2014, might be 2012. We've known each other a long time. And so I met her right basically when she was starting out. She's like my sister.
So the question next comes, why the mustache?
The mustache ties the whole show together. So when I first started doing this act, I was still French, I was still Jacques I didn't have the mustache. And I think people didn't quite understand that the show is supposed to be silly, the show is supposed to be camp. And I experimented one day, I just drew the mustache on, kind of on the whim. I was like, oh, people get it now. They get that the show is supposed to be silly. Like, yeah, there's some hard tricks in it, and there's some hard stunts, but I think for me the main draw of the show is that it's funny, that it's silly, and it's also I want it to be non-threatening.
I think this will be the final question, because I know you have time and you have to go do things. For anyone who would like to get into performing, whether it be dangerous stunts like you do, or whether it just be like, improv or something else, what you would say to want to go there, or even like improv thing or something?
So, I mean, obviously you gotta learn the skills. Taking improv classes is great because if you can improv, you can make up a lot of material on the fly, just doing shows, and that'll help you create more material. But my thing is, for instance, is you need to have a character, something to set you apart. So if you just go out and play yourself, I think it's harder to do a great show, or to even do a good show, and if you can play a different character, then things go much better. I think it allows you to get into character and just be more silly. That's the way to do it.
Sweet. Nice. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my friend.
I also just realized this thing wasn't actually recording, so I will if not, I will see you at the very least end of the day or the weekend, trying to remember what I said. But I appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
You're with what I'll make it flip. Oh my God. And last but not least, folks, the most dangerous trick in the show. Oh yes, please, give me money.